Hey, what's up everybody? We're about to dive into something that's kind of my obsession. How to make your Instagram pop off. We're talking next level stuff here, the kind of photos that make people stop scrolling and say, whoa, where is that? We're going to Europe, people. Think about it. Santorini sunsets, those crazy cliffside villages in Italy, castles straight out of a fairy tale. Europe is like a photographer's dream, and your Instagram feed, it's about to become the ultimate travel envy machine. Let's do this thing. Chapter 1. First up, we're heading to Santorini, Greece. You know those iconic white houses with the blue domes perched on cliffs overlooking the Aegean Sea? Yeah, that's Santorini. This place is basically Instagram famous, and for good reason. Imagine this. You're strolling through narrow streets lined with whitewashed buildings draped in vibrant bougainvillea. The sun is setting, casting a golden glow over the caldera, and you've got a view that's straight out of a dream. Every corner you turn, every alley you wander down, it's a photo op waiting to happen. Santorini is all about those classic shots, the white buildings against the blue sky, the stunning sunsets over the caldera, the infinity pools that seem to disappear into the horizon. But here's the thing, don't be afraid to get creative. Find those unique angles, capture the details that most people miss. Maybe it's the way the light hits the cobblestone streets or the vibrant colors of the local ceramics. It's about finding your own perspective on this iconic island. So, yeah, Santorini is definitely worth the hype. Next stop, Paris. Is it even a trip to Europe if you don't hit up the Eiffel Tower? This city is a classic for a reason, people. It's got romance, history, and a certain je ne sais quoi that's impossible to resist. Picture this. You're walking along the Seine, the Eiffel Tower looming in the distance, its intricate ironwork silhouetted against the Parisian sky. The smell of fresh croissants fills the air. Street musicians serenade you with accordions, and you're surrounded by the energy of one of the most vibrant cities in the world. And when it comes to Instagram, this city delivers. The Eiffel Tower alone could fill your feed for weeks. Get those classic shots from the Champ de Mars, capture the twinkling lights at night, find unique angles from rooftop bars or across the Seine. But Paris is more than just the Eiffel Tower. Explore the charming streets of Montmartre, get lost in the Louvre's masterpieces, and soak up the bohemian vibes of the Latin Quarter. Each neighborhood has its own personality, its own story to tell. And don't even get me started on the food. From perfectly flaky pastries to rich, buttery escargots, Parisian cuisine is as photogenic as the city itself. So yeah, Paris is always a good idea. Okay, now we're heading off the beaten path a bit to a place you might not have heard of but absolutely need on your Instagram feed, Hallstatt, Austria. This tiny village nestled on the shores of Lake Hallstatt is like something straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine this. You're strolling along the lakeshore, surrounded by towering mountains and charming wooden houses with colorful facades. The air is fresh, the water is crystal clear, and everything moves at a slower, more peaceful pace. Hallstatt is a photographer's dream. Capture the reflections of the mountains in the still lake water, get lost in the narrow alleys lined with flower boxes overflowing with blooms, and take a boat ride for breathtaking views of the village from the water. One of the coolest things about Hallstatt is that it's relatively undiscovered, which means you can get those epic shots without battling hordes of tourists. It's a hidden gem just waiting to be explored. Hallstatt is a place where you can truly escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and immerse yourself in the beauty of nature and the charm of a bygone era. So yeah, add Hallstatt to your list, people. Get ready to fall in love with Cinque Terre, Italy. This string of 5 colorful villages clinging to the rugged Italian Riviera is like a burst of color and life. It's the kind of place that makes you want to ditch your phone and just soak it all in, but you're gonna want to capture it too. Imagine this. You're hiking between villages, the Ligurian Sea sparkling below, vineyards clinging to the hillsides, and the scent of lemons and fresh basil filling the air. Each village has its own personality, its own charm, and its own photogenic moments just waiting to be discovered. Cinque Terre is all about those vibrant, colorful shots. Capture the pastel-colored houses stacked precariously on the cliffs, the fishing boats bobbing in the harbors, the locals going about their daily lives. Don't be afraid to get lost in the narrow alleyways, explore the hidden beaches and hike the trails that connect the villages. The best views often come after a little effort, and the rewards are worth it. And let's talk about the food. Cinque Terre is a seafood lover's paradise. Fresh caught anchovies, pesto made with local basil, and of course plenty of pasta and wine. It's a feast for the senses and the perfect subject for your Instagram feed. So yeah, Cinque Terre is a must visit. Next stop, Germany, where we're heading to a castle that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale, Neuschwanstein Castle. This is the kind of place that makes you feel like you've stepped into a Disney movie and your Instagram feed is about to get a serious dose of magic. Imagine this. You're standing on a hilltop, surrounded by lush Bavarian forests, and before you rises this incredible castle with its towering spires, ornate balconies and dreamy white facade. Neuschwanstein Castle is all about those epic fairy tale shots. Capture the castle from afar, framed by the surrounding mountains and forests. Get up close and personal with the intricate details of its architecture, and don't forget to capture the interior. The opulent rooms, the ornate furniture, the stained glass windows. One of the best ways to experience Neuschwanstein is to hike up to Marienbrücke Bridge, a suspension bridge that offers breathtaking views of the castle from above. It's a bit of a hike, but trust me, the view is worth it. Neuschwanstein Castle is a reminder that fairy tales can exist in the real world. So yeah, add this one to your list, people. Get ready for some serious wanderlust because we're heading to Dubrovnik, Croatia, a city where ancient history meets modern-day cool. This walled city on the Adriatic coast is like a step back in time, with its towering stone walls, terracotta rooftops, and stunning seaside views. Imagine this. You're strolling along the ancient city walls, the sun glinting off the Adriatic Sea, the scent of salt air and pine trees filling your nostrils, and the sound of seagulls crying overhead. Dubrovnik is a photographer's paradise. Capture the panoramic views from the city walls, get lost in the maze of narrow streets and alleyways in the old town, and take a dip in the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic. And if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you're in for a treat. Dubrovnik served as the filming location for King's Landing, and you can visit many of the iconic spots from the show. But Dubrovnik is more than just a pretty face. It's a city with a rich history and culture. Explore the ancient churches and monasteries, visit the rector's palace, and learn about the city's fascinating past. So yeah, add Dubrovnik to your list, people. Okay, we're adding a bonus round to this European adventure because no Instagram feed is complete without a touch of purple paradise. We're talking about Provence, France, the land of endless lavender fields, charming villages, and a certain je ne sais quoi that's impossible to resist. Imagine this, you're standing in the middle of a lavender field, the air thick with the sweet scent of the flowers, the sun beating down on your skin, and the sound of bees buzzing lazily in the distance. Provence is a photographer's dream. Capture the endless rows of purple lavender stretching as far as the eye can see. Explore the charming villages with their stone houses and terracotta roofs, and visit the local markets overflowing with fresh produce, local crafts, and of course lavender products. Provence is a place to slow down, relax, and soak up the beauty of nature. It's a place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with the simple things. So yeah, add Provence to your list, people. So there you have it, guys. The most photogenic spots in Europe to take your Instagram to the next level, from the Greek islands to the French Riviera, from fairy tale castles to medieval cities. Europe is a photographer's playground. Remember, it's not just about getting the perfect shot, it's about capturing the feeling, the energy, the essence of these incredible places. So get out there, explore, experiment, and have fun with it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel inspiration, and let me know in the comments which of these amazing destinations you're dying to visit first. Safe travels, everyone!